I'm good. So, there is some noise, John. Oh, okay. So, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate your presence in this session. And as we have been doing, we have been training how to trade. And during the weekend, I interacted with a few people, and it was a concern that we do not have a video that is comprehensive, or we have not done a comprehensive session where we explain how to buy Ubricoin and how to trade from the word go to how to withdraw Ubricoin. So in today's session, that is what we are going to do. We are going to do a session where we train you on how to buy Ubricoins from the word go. And so I'm going to share my screen so that we can see how that works. And as we have said severally and over again, we said that when you want to start trading, you have to start at localcryptos.com. This is where you can buy ETH, because we use ETH to buy Ubricoin in the exchanges. So we are going to start with localcryptos.com, and that is what I'm going to type here in my search bar. And I will browse localcrypto.com so that you can be able to see how to buy ETH from localcryptos.com. We said this is a website where you can be able to buy ETH using your currency. It can be dollars, it can be Kenya shillings, or any other coin that you have, or any other currency that you have. It allows people to buy ETH and Bitcoin using your local currency. So we are going to click on this bar, browse. It is going to take us to this page where you can choose which coin you want to buy. There is an option to buy Ethereum and Bitcoin. But as we said, Ubricoin is built on Ethereum blockchain. So we encourage people to start with Ethereum. But if at all you have another coin like Bitcoin, you can feel free to use that to buy Ubricoin. So what I'm going to do, you can see here we have crypto, that is Ethereum. We have payment method. You can choose this to your fitting. Maybe you are in a country where bank transfer are most, that is your thing, so that is what you're going to choose. And if I choose bank transfer, you can see we get bank transfer from different countries. You can be able to choose here which country you are in, so you can choose, and it doesn't matter where you are, because this is local cryptos is in the cloud. It is not in a specific country. So that is something that you need to note, that wherever you are, this just gives you you in whichever country you are an opportunity to work with local crypto. It doesn't mean that you have to necessarily buy from the particular country you are. You can buy from another country in as much as you can be able to pay. So you have to choose which country you are from or which country you want to buy from. And then, because here in Kenya you're used to M-Pesa, I'm going to just select M-Pesa. And when I select M-Pesa, it autofills Kenya, because M-Pesa is used in Kenya. From there, within a few minutes, it's still loading, but you can be able to see different people who are selling ETH in Kenya, and you can pay using M-Pesa. So let me reload this so that we can see people selling ETH here in Kenya, and you can pay using M-Pesa. So let us just give it some few minutes so that we can see that. So we said you select Ethereum, then you select, here we go. You can see we have different people selling selling ETH in here in Kenya, and they have different prices. How to tell? You can see here we have a percentage. It shows how much this person is selling ETH above the market price. Like this person is selling at 8.6% above market price, 7.2% above market price. This is something to consider when you're purchasing ETH from local cryptos, and you can go to the person who is selling at the lowest price, but also you need to consider how much trade they have done in this market. You can see we have Moserich has done approximately 2,600 trades, and we have this him have done approximately 70 trades. This means that you can trust all of these people and you can buy from them. You also need to consider how much do you have. Like if at all you have more than 97,000, you can't buy from Moserich. So you need to go to a person who has more than that. If at all you want to spend like 100,000 Kenya shillings, you would rather go to this one than Moserich. So that is the determinant of who to buy from. And when you are settled on who you want to buy from, you just click on here where it is written buy ETH and the amount of money that you want to spend. Then from there, you have an option to say, how much do you want to spend on buying ETH? Like I can say I want to spend like 30,000 Kenya shillings, and that will amount to 1.25 ETH. So after I say how much I want to spend, you have to start with a message. You say you can say hello, so that when you open the trade, it can go directly to the person who is selling ETH, and you can be able to communicate. When you open the trade, the page that will open, you can be able to communicate with that person one-on-one, and they are going to sell you ETH. So something that I want you to note from here is that when you're buying ETH, there is what we call escrow. Escrow is the system where the seller has to send ETH first before you pay. So make sure when you're buying ETH, the seller has sent the ETH to the escrow. When they send the ETH to the escrow, you can, from the next page, let me just say hello here, because this is a video that I want to be using for some time, so that people can be able to see what I really mean. So when you open here, this is the part where you are going to converse with the person that is selling you ETH. And then we have here, seller puts ETH in escrow. When the seller puts it in the escrow, this active bar will move from here to the center, and that is the only time that you are supposed to pay the seller. And do not engage with the seller in a different platform. I've seen people contacting the sellers, and maybe you may contact the wrong person and send the money to the wrong person. So I would advise that you contact the person right here in the conversation. If he's supposed to send you the number or the bank where you're supposed to send the money, this is the right place for you to do that. So just do the conversation here. Then the other thing, I hope you can hear me. Let me just check. I have seen a message from the chat room. Let me confirm what it is so that we may know. Okay, the question is it possible the seller sent less Ethereum as noted indicated in the dashboard? No, they are supposed to send the exact amount that is written here. For example, if the seller, we have said 30,000 is this amount, they are supposed to send this amount to the fourth decimal. It's supposed to be 1.2548. So they're supposed to send the whole amount. So when the seller send the money, the ETH to the escrow, that is when you're supposed to pay. And after you pay, the seller is going to release these to you as a buyer. The escrow now is going to release this to you. I can see Moserich has already seen my text, and he also said hello. But I won't go through with the trade because I had not intended to complete the trade. I just wanted this to be an illustration of how you can go about buying. So I'll just cancel the trade before he he sends the ETH to the escrow. So I'll just cancel that. When it is cancelled, he won't go through with sending money to the escrow. So that is how you buy ETH, and when it is released to you as a buyer, it comes here to the wallet. So you'll go to the wallet, click on the wallet, and you can be able to see the balance here. It should be what you ordered. If it was 0.2598, that is what you should get here, plus if at all you had some other amount of ETH here. So that is how to buy ETH in localcryptos.com, and I'm going to show you later how to transfer this to your wallet in the exchange. So the next step after you buy ETH from local cryptos, the next step is to go to etherscan.io. So I'm going to search etherscan.io. Etherscan.io is a block explorer where you can see all the activities of Ubricoin since Ubricoin was launched. So you search for Ubricoin here, and then you click on Ubricoin. It's going to take you to this page where you can see all the activities of Ubricoin. And what we're interested a lot today with is the exchange. But I also want us to know that we have holders. We have been doing this a lot of times, and you can see the holders are still increasing, though in a very low rate, but again, it is increasing. So we would encourage everyone to go to the market, buy as many Ubricoins as possible. We keep on increasing this number so that Ubricoin will be active in the market. So what I'm interested to do is the exchange. So just click on the exchange, and then you're going to choose the exchange that you want to buy Ubricoin from. And since we have just bought ETH from localcryptos.com, we are going to click on UBN ETH market, and the exchange is going to take us directly to UBN ETH market. For those who have not registered in this exchange, you want to click on register at the top here, on the top right, click on register, and then you need an email address and a password for you to register this. So you're going to fill your email address, then the password, confirm password, and then click register. When you click on register, it's going to send you to your email account. So go to your email, activate the account, and come back to log in. So for those now, if at all you have an account, you just click on login. And then you want to check this button. If this is not filled, just fill this, your email address and the password that you used to open the account. So click on I am not a robot, and then log in. This is going to take you directly to the market that you chose in here. So this is how the exchange looks like. And if at all you're new, you won't have some coins in the exchange. So what I would like you to do is to scroll down to where ETH is, because we have just bought some ETH. What you'll need to do at that first time is to deposit some ETH in this exchange. So you'll scroll down to see till where Ethereum is. So you can see ETH is here. So you have an option to deposit and withdraw ETH. So to deposit, you're just going to click on deposit, and it's going to take you to a page where you can scan the QR code. So this option is, you can click here to see this, and this you can be able to scan from your wallet address in your phone, like Coinomi wallet or Trust wallet. But if at all you're using localcryptos.com do not have an option to scan. So what you need to do is to copy this address, and we have this button here for that work. So you're going to click here, and it says copy successfully, and then you'll take that address, you go back to localcryptos.com, you go to your wallet, and then click on Ethereum, and then paste that address here. Say how much do you want to send. You can send everything, and it's going to cost you some very little transaction cost. So you're going to say how much you want to send, and then you will hit transfer. After that, the money will be sent in your address, and from there, you can come here. You can click on Finexbox. I know I have never mentioned this, but if you click on the name Finexbox here, it is going to take you to the here where you can be able to choose which coin you want to trade with. So, but the easier way, instead of scrolling down, you can go back to either scan.io, and then you choose again UBN ETH market. It's going to open a new tab. You can close the old one so that you work with one tab, and then this brings you direct to the UBN ETH market. And since we have just deposited some UBN, some ETH in this market, you can now buy UBN using the ETH that you acquired. And to buy UBN, what you need to do is to buy, you go to the sell orders. You click on the topmost sell order here, or you can check how many UBNs do you want to buy, depending on the ETH that you have. How many UBNs do you want to buy? So you can even click, if at all it's more than what is in the first order, you can click the second order, but it's going to use the first price till the order, or rather the UBN that are in the first order are complete. That is the price that you're going. For example, if I click here, here it's written I'm buying at 0.0000001, and I want to buy 104 million UBN. So if I do this, what the exchange will do, it will fill the first order, the 9,600,000 UBN with the first price, and then the rest will be filled using the second price. So it doesn't matter where you click, the exchange will always default to the lowest price in the market. So that is how to buy Ubricoins in the market. So I'm just going to buy a few numbers of Ubricoin, and then when you buy Ubricoin, you will have you will have the opportunity to see your order in this side where it's written the trade history, UBN history. If you want to know if your order was filled or you really bought UBN, you'll be able to see what you bought on the other side. I've had people asking me they bought UBN and they don't see it as the balance here or here. It means that it is an order they created. So to be sure that you really did buy UBNs and they are in your account, check your balance and then check here. If not, we have an option here to cancel. Click on it and your order will be here, and then you can cancel that order. So make sure that you are careful with that. If your order is not here and the UBN still remains the same, just click on cancel, and then you will cancel the order because the order will definitely be here. So that is how to buy UBNs from the exchange. That is Finexbox exchange. And we have here, maybe I mentioned about the different markets because we may have other people who are not using ETH, but they are using other currencies or other coins such as BTC, LTC, Doge, or USDT. So if at all you have USDT or you have Bitcoin, what you need to do to buy Ubricoin using the other coin is just click on the market that you want to buy UBN, that the market that you have the coin for. For example, you might have LTC, that is where you're going to click. Remember, to buy UBN with ETH, we clicked on the ETH market, but if at all you have LTC coins, that is where you're going to click on, and then you're going to search for UBN. When you search for UBN, click on it, and it's going to take you to the market, UBN LTC market. When you get to this market, the procedure is the same, the process is the same. What you need to do is click on the topmost sell orders, and then you are going to, you will click, we will give it some time, or I can also, alternatively, you can move to that market using either scan.io. You just click on UBN LTC market, and then it's going to take you to that market. I'm doing that because it has not loaded here yet, so I'm trying if it will load faster in the new tab. So we see how to do that. So meanwhile, the process is the same. Depending on how many LTC you have here, you'll choose how do you, the topmost first order, and if at all you want to buy, for example, here you want to buy more than 3 UBN, you want maybe to buy like 100,000 UBNs, just click on the next order, and then you can see here we have, it have included even the above, the 3 UBNs here. So, and the 3 UBNs here, you will buy them using this price, not the price that is indicated here. So that is how to buy, and then you just click on buy and your order will be filled. You'll see your UBNs have increased in with the number that you have just bought. So the next thing that we do today is how to withdraw, because you have already bought UBN. We're encouraging people at this particular time to buy a lot of UBNs, and don't keep those UBNs in the exchange unless you are an active trader. That is when you are allowed to keep some UBNs in the exchange. But if at all you're not an active trader, kindly withdraw the UBNs to your personal wallet and wait for the UBNs to hike in price so that you can sell at that time. But at this particular time, I would advise people to just buy UBNs and keep them for themselves, because as we have seen in previous videos or in previous sessions, we have seen how UBN increase in value over time. So we are going to encourage you to just keep the UBNs, and you're going to sell them at a later date. So to withdraw the UBNs from the exchange, you want to click on your email address. When you click on the email address, it is going to take you to where we have all these coins. And since you have already bought some Ubricoins, you have an option to click here, hide 0 balances. When you hide 0 balances, it is going to show you the coins that you already have. You can see UBN is right here. So I can withdraw UBN. So you are going to click on withdraw UBN. When you click on withdraw UBN, we have, here is where you withdraw UBN. So as if you are new, you will need to add an address here. So you'll click on add address, then you are going to click here, you're going to paste your wallet address. That is your personal wallet address. Where do you want to send this money to? You want to send this to maybe Koinomi wallet, Trust wallet. So that is the address that you are going to copy here. So you are going to copy that address here. Then the label can be Finexbox, can be Trust wallet, or your name. So just put that here, and then you'll click submit. When you click submit, here below here you have an option to say how much UBN do you want to transfer. And to transfer UBNs, you can only do it in bits. For example, if you have bought like 1 million UBN, you can transfer those twice, because the maximum value of UBNs you can transfer from this exchange is 500,000, that is 500,000. And then you're going to verification code. You're going to click here, send. It's going to be sent to your email, and then go to your email, copy that verification code, copy it here, and then you'll hit transaction. And then that is how you withdraw Ubricoins from the exchange. So basically that's the whole process of buying ETH, taking them to the exchange, trading or buying Ubricoins, and then withdrawing Ubricoins to your personal wallet. So I think that is it. That is the whole process of buying Ubricoins in the exchange. And I hope this video or the session is helpful to you. For those people who are looking forward to buying Ubricoins now, you can just go to the market and buy Ubricoins, and feel free to ask any questions at any time. So thank you so much for listening to me. If you have a question, we still have some time. You can text in the chat room, or maybe you can text me in my personal number. So thank you so much. I'll take this back to June. So June.
I hope all of us have understood. And in case you haven't, your presentation has been recorded, and it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel, which is a YouTube. So you can go there, watch the video, like, subscribe, and share to the people in your network. And we'll be so happy if you that. And as Susan said, if you have any, you can ask her directly, or you can ask in the group, and she will be able to address the questions, or even advise you accordingly. So I don't know if Dr. Mashari has anything to say today. But
oh yeah. Hello, great people. Now, the great thing to tell you is that there's a lot of UBN waiting for you to take from Finexbox. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, June, for guiding people through this process. So you, as a listener or a viewer, what you want to do is go to local-ethereum.com and buy Ether, a lot of it. But you have to be very careful because there's a lot of imposters in this world. You could send money and don't get paid. So if you're still not sure about that process, please contact us so that we can help you get the ETH. Contact Susan, contact the office here in Nairobi so we can help you get the ETH. Don't get scammed. There's a lot of bad people in this world. And to make sure that you're connecting with the person who has the ETH. And if you're going to go through with the process, make sure that you are make sure that you're transacting within the local cryptos. Don't leave the local cryptos. Don't even take a phone number that's been texted to you by telephone, because somebody can text you, somebody else who is not the person who's selling it, and then you have lost your money. You cannot recover it. So that is one word of caution, that you make sure that you're either working within local cryptos, or if somebody reaches you by phone by mistake and said you set the money here, like something like that, don't even bother with that. It is not it's not authentic. Okay. Then when you get your ETH, go to the exchange and buy as many UBNs as possible. UBNs is taking off very soon like a rocket, because people are learning how it's happening. And like we talked about value of UBN, and we saw that how it takes off like a rocket when many people get to know about it. Then the price becomes unavailable, becomes expensive. So buy now before UBN becomes incredibly expensive. There is, I think that there's about 390 million UBNs wait for you to buy, which you can afford. You can get 11 million or 10 million UBNs for 1 ETH. Okay, so that's good. I don't have much else to say. I'm sure if people who have questions, concerns, should write them, in the discussion room, or even contact us directly by WhatsApp, or even ask questions right now. We have about 10 minutes remaining, and in these 10 minutes, we can receive questions. But see, the chat room is quiet, silent. When chat room is silent and quiet, it means people are following very, very well. Okay. If there are no questions, then Susan and John, thank you so much for that session. It's wonderful. And I think the final word we want to say is about withdrawal. You see, you withdraw to your own wallet. If you don't know what this means, is that you go to your wallet, say Coinomi or whatever, or Trust Wallet, you copy your address and then paste it on this page a little bit above there. And then you verify the money you are sending, and then it will be send transactions. When you do that, the money is going to be in your wallet. It doesn't come immediately. It may take 24 hours as the transactions are being verified. All right, that's it for today from me, and have a wonderful afternoon. Bye for now.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow, same time, same place.
Okay, thank you.